Hello, welcome in everybody. How y'all doing? So, sorry that we missed a couple days there. I kind of just got wrapped up in some stuff. Essentially, I don't, I don't even have an excuse really. I meant to take one day off to get ready for TwitchCon, and then I didn't actually end up doing anything. And then the next day, I got invited out for like the entire time. Like the entirety of of like yesterday. So I ended up like yeah. And then sorry that we started a little bit late because I actually didn't get home until like an hour ago. So I yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still stuck on trying to get this game done before we get to for TwitchCon. Although I will say I don't actually know if as of yet we're gonna have like prepped stuff for TwitchCon this year, the way it's currently looking. When Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, it became a town when Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate in 1878. Amos Gunderson from Tacoma, operating from the same building. Oh, interesting. Okay. I love this like low poly. I want to say it's like an elk for the statue. I don't even know what kind of deer that would be. It looks so goofy with like the weird like four horn whatever. Anyway, something tells me there might be something over in here somewhere. Uh, but anyways, I hope you are all ready for some more Alan Wake. I have actually been really enjoying this game. Duck season. All right. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I don't actually have anything prepared for TwitchCon this time, which is kind of a bummer. Uh, Thomas, hello. Okay. Oh, but welcome in. How are you? Yo, window coffee. Thank you, random bookstore salesman. I That's actually kind of funny. You know, one of my favorite webcomic artists, Oh That Raspberry, they do little video game comics. They're actually playing Alan Wake 2 right now. Or not Alan Wake 2. They're also playing Alan Wake. How to catch Yo, it's Dopefish from my Commander Keen. That's a weird reference I was not expecting in here. That's hilarious. Is there really nothing up here? You just gave me a second story floor with the Witten side. Blackley. You really just gave me a second floor with nothing up here? Was the whole point of this for the Dopefish reference? But yeah, but yeah, one of my favorite webcomic artists is currently doing a playthrough of this game, and she's been making comics of the game, and I find that really funny. Uh, I like that. Oh, there we go. The collectible was right next to where I needed to go. Cool. Very. Hi. I'm sure there is. Yo, playground coffee. Yeah. Some like fifth grader was very hyper today. Today. Actually, I'll be honest though. I actually like I used to drink coffee all the time. Like, I would drink coffee literally. I've drank coffee pretty much daily since like I was like 4 or 5. I guess that's not really as much of a hoo ha ha as it could have been. Oh wait. All right. But yeah, how y'all doing today? Got to be another reference somewhere. Only God knows how you're still alive, but thank goodness. Now, the thing that I think is funny is that part of why I liked drinking it was because it was supposed. Everyone always said when I was a kid that drinking coffee would stunt your growth, and I didn't want to be tall. See, I mean, I don't know. Coffee isn't bad for you. It's not like I think the soda all the soda I used to drink when I was a kid was way worse for me. 'Cause, like when I was a kid, I basically never drank water except for at school at the drinking fountains. But like I never drank water. I If I was at home, it was just soda. Soda in the evenings, coffee in the mornings. I don't know why you keep wanting to give me a hunting rifle when it's very obvious I prefer the shotgun game. I don't like the idea that the sheriff would just have keys to all the buildings. But yeah, oh, all right. Love the revolver. There we go. Come on. Hey, Mac. Welcome in. How are you? There we go. Okay, I'm starting to get why they maybe wanted to give me the hunting rifle. Everything's gonna have a little bit of distance. It's got exactly one more ammo in it. Pretty good. We just started, actually. We've walked like 20 feet so far. All right. I always find stuff like that kind of interesting. Missed 20 feet, probably had 80%. Honestly, it had like no lore other than like if you wanted to know what they did at church on the in Bright Falls or the two founders, we learned that. But you know what? You know it's something I always think is funny. They always avoid graveyards in like zombie movies, right? But like if the zombies are attracted to living people, wouldn't a ton of permanently dead people who aren't gonna raise because they died before the zombie apocalypse or whatever? Wouldn't that like repel zombies? You ever think about that? Or maybe I don't know. I guess it probably depends on your zombie lore. It's not like zombie lore is ever the same twice. The zombie virus in question. I think a lot of the movies that had zombies in it rise from the graveyards. That is true. Actually, it really depends on if you're going with like science zombies or magic zombies. Magic zombies, graveyard's the worst place to go. But science zombies, theoretically, a graveyard should be safer than on average. I would think. Like, if you go to Dead Rising, I always thought it was funny that all the zombies avoid bathrooms because of the smell. So, like, you just always had a safe area. Hell yeah, Barry! I love you, Barry. What do you have them plugged into? Wait. Okay, I actually like love and respect that, Barry, but what's powering those lights? I want to know. Oh. I saw a video that I really want to do with I want to get an out. Okay, so I saw a video of raise a good question, Sal. Right? How are they powering that? Hope dreams and imagine a hint of rock and roll. You know, it sounds like Barry. But I saw somebody with a they're like flexible LED signs. And somebody had turned it into a crop top by since they're flexible, they're like semi-firm rubber or not rubber, like plastic. So you can bend it and it does not affect how it works. So and they had turned it into a crop top by like sewing it to a like a crop top and had it roll around and it had scrolling text all the way around and it looked so cool. And I kind of want to, and I looked it up and I found one very similar that has. You're so cool. I love you. But yeah, he's a genius for wearing the Christmas lights, right? I think the headlamp is pretty smart too, because then you can just focus on shooting people, and just if you're looking at them, you're getting them. Um, but anyways, I found a sign like that, and it's got a USB thing, and I'm like, oh, I could get one of those big USB batteries, and they have like 12-hour ones that'll like they can like permanently power something for like, and I think that'd be so cool to like put like make a jacket or something, and then like have like a scrolling text sign on it, or you know what I mean, have it like words scrolling by it and stuff. I don't know, I just or pictures. I just think that that's a cool idea. Like, but yeah, I want Christmas lights. I have been saying for a long time, if we want to live in the future, I think we should all also dress like it's the future. Thank you. Come again. But yeah, the future will never arrive. So what if we don't try and make? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So like, I always just think it's so lame that like everyone sits and like I've seen people talk about like people dressing like it's like like a sci-fi movie, like it's a bad thing. And I'm like, I want that to I just want that. I already know people who dress like the Middle Ages, like in day-to-day life. All right. Why not? I'm pretty used to it. Okay. Interesting. People make fun of clothes that are foreign to them. Being different is scary to people like that. I assume the same people make fun of other. Yeah, probably. But yeah, like I said, I really want. I feel like it's so lame that we basically stopped inventing new clothes after like the 90s. We like kind of settled on all right, t-shirts, jeans are fine, and that's it. And I think that's so lame. And I think we should all start dressing like it's the future or something. Like what we think the future is going to be, we should be actively trying to make clothes like that. Hell yeah. Pump action. Batteries. Those self-strap shoes. Yeah, yeah, the self-lacing shoes. Some company back when the year that they traveled to happened actually tried to develop them, but it never got very far. I mean, they kind of already have those. I can see how those kind of were impractical though. Just because like you just have to have like an engine, like a little motor to like tighten shoelaces. Might as well just have like really tight elastics, basically, and just. But then again, they have a lot of no tie shoes that I think are really cool, actually, nowadays. There we go. All right. Where are you at, dog? All right, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I think a lot of stuff we saw as the future in the past are things we have now, but simply do not accept as the same thing, like flying colors. You know, that's fair. That's fair. There we go. There's something arcadey about Alan Wake that I actually really like. Like, I could see this as like a coin-operated shooter game, kind of, at like an arcade, which is different than like almost every other. Which is different than like every other game like this. Huh. I used to get told I was shit at metaphors all the time. It really is built like a Christmas tree, star and all. I love it. He's such a dork. Why didn't you close the door? Lovable dork, right? Dude, you have at least a shattered tailbone from that. I don't even have my good... Why did I, like... Okay, why did Wake put down his good flashlight for, like, a much shittier flashlight in the helicopter? How does a helicopter get pushed around by a handful of... I mean, yeah. Also, it's a fire helicopter. Why does it not have, like, a searchlight on it? Delegated! Hello! I assume they left? The power of darkness! I will say, that one right there, where I lost all of my stuff, like, the other times when I lost all my stuff, it made kind of sense. Like, I got arrested, I got, you know, and they took all my stuff, or, like, I visibly set my gun on the dashboard and then got thrown out when I had one gun. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, but this time, it's just like, I had all my stuff on me, I hopped on a helicopter, and then I fell out of that helicopter, and now I have nothing. The darkness wears his face. Ow. It did have a searchlight, and it was on as they left. Like, okay, but one of, like, the basic enemies so far has been swarms of crows. Why didn't they have somebody, like, watching and using it? Why was there a... Grr, gets hit by an axe. Rude. Alright, I'm gonna assume that that's just a bad place to be for this. Are you kidding me? Hold on. Ow! I didn't even get hit by the sharp part of the axe. I got hit by, like, the front, the top of it. Shoot the gun! Okay, Gart. That apparently was not a... Darkness wears her face. Stop being so close to me. Okay. They're really good at, like juking and jiving there, eh? Okay. Okay. Uh, yes, I do want to do Alan Wake 2. We're also gonna do Alan Wake American Nightmare. There we go. I but I think for sure I'm mostly just hoping to be able to beat this game before TwitchCon. Yeah, technically Alan Wake 2 is Alan Wake 3. Actually, technically it's not even Alan Wake 3. It's Alan Wake like 3.5 because like the Control the game The Control is set in or Control is set in the exact same universe and has a whole DLC that takes place between Alan Wake 1 and American Nightmare and is canon and it's DLC. So, or at least I think it's canon. I have to look that up again. Last time I checked, it was canon. Because American Nightmare is officially the second game. Like, a lot of people didn't even think they were going to make a 2. Checkpoint reached. Come on. Okay. Love Control, especially the janitor. So rare to get a genuine Finnish person with a Finnish accent in any media. I honestly cannot say that I know what a Finnish accent would sound like. Although I will say, uh, the Finland episode of I used to watch a lot of travel shows, and one of my favorite episodes of one of those shows was when did I get a shotgun? Wait. All right, come on. I'm assuming this is a copyright written song, so I should probably go turn that off. God damn it. The pistol would be really good if I... Oh, wait, I have flares. There we go. Come on. Come on. Damn it! Okay. Okay. We've got this. Also, I do find it interesting that this game is taking place in the Pacific Northwest. And they're so, like, heavy metal forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, actually, the remake, they get rid of all the copyright the songs. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, do you mean like a box, like the box that came in? I I always make sure I get boxes for all of my media. I hate having loose discs of games. I do have a ton, but most of my loose disc games are PS1 from because my one of the older units just so happened to for some reason would always just throw away their cases after a certain point so that they also sold a lot of their games, which I still kind of resent them doing. But so many of my childhood games I had to rebuy like later on just because they were technically theirs. Ooh. But but yeah, I always make sure to get keep physical cases for all my physical media. Although the physical media, like I love physical media, but then although I have way too many of a lot of things. Like I have hundreds of DVDs. Like genuinely, like I just collected DVDs for a long time cuz like I like streaming, but I always figured there was going to be a place for physical media, and I didn't think physical media was going to go on the. Cause I like growing up, I was always super jealous of like family and friends who had like a ton of DVDs and movies and stuff and games, and I always wanted to have like a big library of that, but. I have now realized why everyone is moving away from that stuff, and that's because it's hard to move. Got the collector's edition back when the first game came out. We lost the game, but I found, yo, that's awesome. All right, Raffle. Oh, wait. The electric wires kill them if they are physical. That's good to know, actually. Um, wait. Anyway. But yeah, no, I've kept most of my I've kept basically all of my games over the years and all of my movies. Anything that I've ever gotten, I have only sold maybe like a small handful of games. And if I got rid of a game, it generally was a sign that I really did not care for that game. Damn it. Yeah, it would genuinely be a sign that I didn't really like that game very much. Like I sold one of the games I got actually did get rid of was Call of Duty 4. The last one before they started having taglines. There we go. Not a real big Call of Duty fan, honestly. Actually, you know what? I even have I even have all of my like Guitar Hero and Rock Band controllers still. And I'll tell you, the drum set for Rock Band is so hard to pack ever. Like, if I want to like if I move, it is so hard to like figure out how to like pack that up. It's so frustrating. Like parts of it can like get broken down and fit into containers, but like the top bit does not. I bet it would be a pain. It is. Like the top bit is like gigantic and is too big for literally any box. And then most of the pipes are too. Because there's these big metal pipes for. There we go. And the pipes, like, uh, they're super painful to like try to pack up too. Because like they're just like a long, rigid object. They don't fit nicely into like any container. All right. Scissor lift. Wait, isn't it from the Simpsons movie where like I just these things always make me think of like that Simpsons episode. I haven't watched much of the Simpsons honestly, but they always make me think of that one of Simpson. It's either the Simpsons movie or it's a Simpsons episode where like Lisa's trying to give a very important message to everybody, and the scissor lift that she's on so that she can be above everyone is broken, and everyone just ignores her message to be all like, "We need a new one of those things." Hey, hey. All right. Let's see here. Oh, these are cool. I've seen these bridges. Check. It was indeed the Simpsons movie. Ah, thank you. You know, that makes sense because I did watch the Simpsons movie, but I never really watched much. Like, The Simpsons was always one of those shows I just, like, would put on randomly and didn't actually, like, go out of my way to watch. So, cross the bridge when we get to it. All right, then. Yeah, and you know what? Okay. So, do you ever have shows where you're like, I find this funny, but I would never actually watch the show? Another one of those for me is Seinfeld. I've seen clips of Seinfeld that I thought were super funny, but I've tried to watch Seinfeld, the show itself, several times, and I cannot watch it for the life of me. It's so not funny when you're actually like sitting down and watching it. Or maybe it's not that it's not funny. It's more that it's just like it's just not my vibe. Wait, is it just like going Parks and Rec or yeah, okay, actually I can get into Sunny Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I can actually watch that one. I just never actually make myself do that. But yeah, Parks and Rec and The Office are another one of those where I find the show really funny when I watch like clips of it, but if I try to actually watch it, I cannot get into it. Where am I? Is this where I'm supposed to go? I think so. They really need to fix that. All right, come on. Who dreams about being a butterfly? I have never had a butterfly dream. Okay, cool. Let me just check over here real quick. Uh, Nothing. All right, let's go. Yeah, yeah. Like I have a bunch of shows like that, and I just like I want to get into them because so many other people like them. But like actually sitting down and like the best moments of it are funny and great, but actually sitting down and watching it, just my brain does not like. There we go. All right. Grr. Thinking on it, Finnish stuff kind of hides that it's made by Finnish people. Alan Wake, Angry Birds, Clash of Clans. That's fair. Come on. There we go. Honestly, you could say the same with like all Scandinavian media. Like like uh one of my favorite games was always I really like Limbo, and that's made by a Swedish game company, and they have nothing Swedish about that game in it, really. There's no real, like, Swedish culture in that, to my knowledge. Watch, it's, like, based off of, like, some Swedish myth that I've never heard of. Oh yeah, that's from the Swedish myth of the Darkness Boy, or whatever. But, like... But yeah, I wonder what that is. Like, I've noticed that with a lot of actually. Now, like, the more that I think about it, actually, like, now that I think about it, I think a lot of European games don't really feel like the country they're from most of the time. But I think American games feel very American, and Japanese games feel very Japanese. Yeah, I fully get that. I'd love to watch some shows from the clips friends show me, but sitting down and doing... Yeah, and, like, And it's not even necessarily, like, the show isn't interesting, like, or, like, I don't want to watch the show. Sometimes I'll, like, try to watch a show that I know other people like, and I like clips of, and then I just won't like the show. And it's, like, so weird, because it's, like, the in-between phases of, like, the best ofs is just not worth it to me, I guess. Then I'll watch really dumb stuff all the time, too. European games sneak their way into popularity. Because, yeah, like, okay. Because, yeah, I know I love a lot of European games. I've played tons of European games. But, like I said, I've never played a European game that felt like the country that they're from. That I can think of. Maybe British, if you count them. They're kind of in a gray area nowadays with the Europeanness. Yo, oh my god, is it really like Larry the Cable Guy is out here like secretly fighting some secret war that nobody else knew about? Just setting up secret caches of like things to fight off the shadow demons? You know, I kind of that's my new headcanon for this now. I don't know if they're unless they say something completely different. Just some dude from the Lights and Power department has just been fighting a one-sided fight against like the Army of Darkness until Alan Wake showed up. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I kind of am right. Only it's not like... Although it's an old lady who somehow got access to all this. You ever played Generation Zero? It's incredibly Swedish. Takes place on a Swedish, a made-up Swedish island. All the voice actors spoke. That sounds interesting. Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, Bongo. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. I am Sal, Android Girl, Variety VTuber. We play lots of games here. We do all sorts of stuff. Right now, we are playing Alan Wake, a semi-spooky game, but it's not really spooky. It's more like a spooky-themed game. But how was your stream? What were you playing? But yeah, we just found Miss Weaver, the lady who works at the Lights and Power, and she's gonna help us fight off the shadow demons through the power of turning lights on, apparently. But yeah, how was your stream, Vongo? Larry the Cable Lady. Wait, what's statistics? Yo, actually, I'm doing pretty solid on getting the manuscript and the coffee. I might have missed some of the coffee, actually. I found basically all the radio shows and all the TV shows. Hell yeah, Signs. I haven't found a single alarm clock or cardboard stand. That's interesting. Anyway. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. So we have to go out there. Okay, cool. Just Larry the Cable Lady. All right. Is there a female version of the name Larry? Like, I can't act like Loretta? Lariette? Like Smurfette? Okay. Actually, I can see why Laura? Lawrence? You know that make them you know what, those make sense. Yeah, you know what? You know what is, I think, the coolest short name ever is Law, as short for Lawrence. Lawrence with like a W. I only know, I've only ever met 2 people with that name, but I always just thought it was so cool because they can just be like, I am the lie. And I don't know, I'm kind of a dork like that where I would totally say that all the time if I had that name. It's a pretty rad name, right? Only know one Lawrence, need hate to be called Larry. That is fair. I don't know if I'd want to be called Larry. Rule 2, keep the lights on. Oh, okay, I get it. It's one of these puzzles. Actually, we're gonna do that. Haha! Easy peasy. You know, actually, I saw a thing the other day where it's just like, where did all the Codys go? Like, everyone, like, that was such a popular name when I was in school, and then, like, I have not met a single Cody since I became an adult. If you're named, oh. You're named Larry, or any shortening of any other name, are you still named after the longer name? Oh. You know what? That's an interesting thought too. Because of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, haven't heard anyone named Zack after the show either. That you know what? That's fair. You know, I used to love that Sweet Life of Zack and Cody show. I hate that like I'm such a sucker for like the Disney style sitcom. I didn't read anything that Alan Wake just said or hear him. All right. Actually, I've heard like apparently TV ruins a lot of names for people. Like the name Elmo used to be super common until the 70s when Sesame Street started. Yeah, and like nobody is going to be named Karen in the future. Like Karen as a name is going to go away for at least a while. Come on. A generation or two, I think. You know, it is also kind of an interesting thing. I've talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream. I think I did, but I've talked about this with a bunch of people before. With the name Margaret, don't know anybody named that. I mean, I know, actually I do know some, but they're old people. Um, but There's an actual, like, kind of the opposite problem called the Tiffany problem, where Tiffany is actually, like, I believe it is an ancient Greek name, Tiffany, but it sounds so modern that you can't use it. You actually, if you were to adapt, like, an old ancient Greek story with a character named Tiffany, then you would have to change her name because nobody would believe that that is correct. And they call it the Tiffany problem. Another one is there's actually a ancient Greek goddess named Phoebe, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't sound right to most people. You'd have to, like, you'd second guess hearing that. All right. All right, give me a second. I need to go through all your personal belongings first. She's stealing. Okay. Okay. People often forget that actually any different from true. Yeah, Barry. Damn right, Barry's our best friend. I love him. Barry. He just biffed it. Unlike me, who apparently has no concept of staying safe. The well-lit room. The hell, yeah, he does this big dramatic jump and immediately just falls on his ass. I love it. That was funny. You know, that doesn't happen to other, like, protagonists. I love, like, I love that he's kind of a little losery. Just, like, he's not, like, a big fancy, like, you know what I mean? He's not, like, some super Chad. He's just some dude. And like, that's something I do really like about this game compared to, like, a lot of other games. I was gonna walk off a cliff. All right. So that's the proper way, but there's clearly stuff over here. Full health. Oh, no, it was just a shortcut. It's just a way with a checkpoint. Okay. Yeah, but like most other games would even if you were even if you were something like that, they would still write you being able to do cool stuff. They go out of their way to make him like suck at things that he shouldn't be good at. Like making big super action hero jumps. The only thing he has been like weirdly just naturally good at is using a gun. And that's probably mostly for gameplay purposes. But anytime they need to show like him doing something in a cutscene, he always sucks at anything he shouldn't be good at. It doesn't make sense for him to be good at. Like another character who should be kind of like that but doesn't get to be is like Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake is just an archaeologist. But like he is able to do all those action hero stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Oh, they're dropping supplies. Barry. God damn it, Barry. All right. Let's see here. That's like right there. He would have been able to hear me. So I love that she says freeze. Just like can't get over the whole like being a cop thing. Hey, yeah. All right. First, I have to go whatever secret is over here. A gun. I love the idea that this like little old lady is just strategically placing guns around the entire town. Probably during the day, just going like, she, like is she just buying all these guns and setting them out in the woods for the off chance that like another author comes by and needs to like. Is she the one who stocks all this stuff and everybody else is just like, oh okay, yeah, there's a pistol in the emergency supplies box. You know, that makes sense. Pistol, flares. Because I could see people like just being like, "Oh, that makes sense." All right, you are in the Twilight Zone. Okay. I will say these like survival stuff, maybe. I think this game really I mean, you're right. It is like Alan Wake is literally a parody of Stephen King. But in America, you probably couldn't actually leave guns like that. People would take them. Come, there we go. That's actually one of like the sad like Americanisms that is like really true. Is that you cannot leave like anything outside. People will take it. I think the only thing that you're probably safe leaving outside most of the time is something like a welcome mat. Yo, coffee. Is she stalking like the environment with coffee too? She's like, they'll be staying up all night too. Let's put this old-timey 1950s furnace, the thermos everywhere. I kind of like to imagine that, like, Alan Wake is stopping and drinking the entire, like, thermos of coffee every single time, and that's how he's going days without sleeping. Or at least part of how he's going days without sleeping. Come on. Come on. Something I do find it funny that a lot of the quote-unquote really American games wouldn't even really work in America. They kind of work in, like, more of, like, the fictional idea of how America works. God, that is the brightest lights in an elevator ever. I do love that they react to getting shined in the face with it. Raptor, hello! Thank you for the hydrate. Thomas Zane was real. Thank you for the hydrate. I did do it. Anyway. Let's see here. Alright, and I will happily push that button, but first I have to look for more coffee. I have an addiction, Sarah, and we need... I don't know why I wanted to call her Carol. I have an addiction, Carol. Has been decommissioned, is not staffed. I don't think you can legally just decommission a dam like this. I think dams are one of the few things that you actually have to destroy because they interfere with the water. I think you actually have to, like let all the water out and tear it down if you stop using it. And it can only be quenched by a specific brand of 5-liter coffee containers. Found only in the woods. Alright. God, what is up with this town and the super slow elevators? We're not even getting attacked this time. It's just them being consistent. Wait. Oh. Everyone knows random coffee in the woods tastes better. Yeah, right? Okay. Her dialogue is so weirdly written. You actually can make coffee out of a bunch of stuff in there is stuff in the woods that you can make coffee out of. Like you can actually make coffee out of acorns and dandelions. Not together, separately. They're both things that you can make a down boy. They're both things that you can make alternatives to coffee with. Or things that'll taste like coffee. Now I think about it, that might be a hint at this game being Finnish. Finland is pretty well known for being full of coffee addicts. Average of about being 4 cups of coffee a day a person. You know, sounds about right. Coffee is pretty popular here, but I think most addictions are kind of like addictive substances or semi-addictive things like caffeine are kind of on the down. I think more people do energy drinks nowadays because I think it's because they seems easier. I don't know. Actually, hold on. I'm just curious at this. What is the average amount of coffee? How else are we going to survive these cold winter days? I thought you guys did like the sauna thing where you like got into the sauna until you were like too hot and you ran outside and then you ran back inside. Average. And it gets pretty cold in America too. Like we do have Alaska. Average amount of coffee per person America. Across, on average, Americans drink 3 cups of 3 cups of coffee a day. Interesting. Americans drink 400 million cups of coffee every single day. With the average, of course, the average, does include people who don't drink coffee, but the average American coffee drinker drinks 3 to 5 cups of coffee every single day. 51% of people purchase coffee from a coffee shop at least once a week. 25% will also drink espresso martinis at a bar. It has been an overall 79% increase in coffee drinkers in America since the year 2022. Damn, okay. So coffee's on the rise here. Even. You know what I love is that I do think it's funny that Americans' obsession with coffee is entirely to spite the British because of the tea thing. Because we had a culture for tea until we got independence from the Brits. And That's only if you go to an inside swimming pool where we have small ice pools and saunas, or have a next to rivers in your summer cottage, which is surprising. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that's like one of the big things that whenever I hear about Finland, that's one of the things that I always hear about is that it's got like a super huge sauna culture. I I don't know how I feel about saunas because all the saunas I go to are like I know there's dry and wet saunas, and I'm not really a fan of the dry saunas. I've never been in a wet sauna, but uh interesting. And but yeah, every time I've gone to a sauna though, oh hello. I will go as far as I like, ma'am. Oh, you threw a van at me, but you missed. Wait, what was I supposed to do? The heck was that? I. Oh, I can run behind me. I get it. It was a tornado of darkness. But yeah, every time I've gone to a sauna here, they're in a swimming pool usually, and they're always the uh, the dry saunas where it's just like, all right, be in a really hot room. I did go to a wet sauna once actually. Now that I think about it. Okay, so we need to go loot that room really quickly. And also I see a thing like right here. Okay, run. Oh my god, stop limping, please. There we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so coffee. Huzzah! Forest coffee. Oh, damn it. It's just something you do to socialize. Fair enough. I actually, you know, now that I think about it, I don't even know what, like, you would do to socialize here that doesn't involve alcohol. Like, we don't have, like, a culture of something like that. Alan, this is not the time to be, like, hobbling around. Please run. Ah, elevator. Okay. Wait. Wait, wouldn't us going in create shadows? Because we would block light? Right? It is my place now. Alright. Into the vault. Where? Where? Wait. I haven't. He wrote me? Wait. He wrote me writing a story about what's gonna happen? Wait. Wait. Is Alan Wake not real? Wait. I mean, he, like, obviously he's real, but did he do the, like, he wrote me into existence because everything you write here is real? I think, I think Thomas Zane actually wrote Alan Wake into existence by... So... Okay, so... Anything that you create here, creatively, around Crater Lake, it becomes real. So that's anything that that band wrote music about became true. Anything that we write as a book became true, and anything that Thomas Zane 30 plus years ago wrote becomes real. So the thing is that Thomas Zane wrote a whole book about Alan's whole life, leading us to this point so that we could stop the thing, because he could not figure out how to stop the darkness from the bottom of the lake from using his writings and creations to get him. So he created another Arthur who would figure it out, who would come here, write themselves into he wrote this as us being able to figure it out, and then we came here and we wrote stuff. But the thing is that our writing, like, that's why Alan Wake was able to know that he needed to write stuff. Like he was talking earlier, he doesn't know how, but he like subconsciously wrote his own way out of the story when he got hit with the darkness. Thomas Zane couldn't do that because he was he was like an original person. But so he instead, after he was like already doomed, wrote Alan Wake as a whole thing to end the dark. That's so cool. I think I get what's happening. Maybe. Okay. That's so interesting. Also, we only have one chapter left. You desperately need water. I've never worn sunglasses on I never had the light sensitivity the few times I got a hangover. Do we always exist before he wrote us and his writing simply brought us here, or after he wrote us? I think okay, so the thing is that Thomas Zane happened a long time ago, and he wrote our childhood and our whole life, basically. I don't think he wrote every detail, but he wrote a bunch of stuff about our life. And the thing is it became true, but so I think it's one of those things where like he wrote it, and because it couldn't happen instantly, or it had to happen over a long period of time, as in 30 years or so. You know what I mean? Like it took a while for, but I think he wrote us like 30 years ago all of this, Thomas Zane, or at least he wrote us to a certain point in our life, and then that's where we are. I will say also, I have seen these on a couple like furniture games. Apparently they're towel warmers. I have never seen one of these in real life. I just think that they're interesting. I just wanted to talk about that. Um but yeah, so yeah, I think Thomas, yeah, you see them in hotels. Maybe I've seen them in a hotel, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't remember ever seeing them before. But and we will check it after I've searched the entire house. I have light sensitivity based issues. Basically, always wear sunglasses when I go out, or it'd be genuinely pain. I'm sorry. That sounds rough. I I've actually never really worn sunglasses, period, honestly. But yeah, like I've gotten hangovers and didn't have drank before, and I've never gotten the whole like I can't look at bright lights. The world. Well, maybe I've gotten a little bit of the world is too loud one, but I've never had the bright light one. All right, fine. Answering machine it is. Hmm. I'll be honest. I've only ever actually drank so that I had a head hangover like twice, and that was when I first started drinking. I don't I don't drink very I actually can't drink really anymore. I have a stomach issue. I will probably drink at TwitchCon though. Wait, is Alan Wake like a real person? Like modeled after a real person? I don't know if I don't remember if I've ever had a migraine either for that matter. Am I actually supposed to just sit and watch this? So Ikavili? Oh, do they actually have him like recorded for this? This looks like actual people. Hmm. He has a bad tendency of writing all the girls in his books to death. Do I actually have to sit and watch this? Oh, Jesus, Wake, what a douche. Oh my god. You were fair enough. You are very angry. Oh, that's the vacation that we're on right now. But like I said, he was such a dick right there. Like, goddamn. Okay. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. This is like, oh, Barry is crying over me. That's so sweet. Did I just turn day on with a button? Wait, wait. Barry is really a real one. I don't know why, but out of all the characters in this, I'm not attached to Alan Wake very much, or any other characters, but I love Barry. Okay. So why did we stop here? We had a car. I'm confused about that. We're just like, okay. Wow, I wonder who sponsored this game. Actually, I will say I do appreciate that. Like, I get that they had to put in some like ads to like pay for the game, probably. And I do appreciate that they at least put them in mostly unnoticeable locations. Like the batteries actually have a real American battery brand on them. I wanted to look behind me actually before I get too far. Hold on. What happens if I just turn around? And like, there's some real brands on some of the billboards, like that Verizon. But like I said, I appreciate it's mostly like unobtrusive if I oh, logs. Then how did I get here? Anyway, they thought of everything. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate that the ads that they put into the game are pretty unobtrusive. Yeah, like there went the car. Okay, can I and once again, I'm so glad that everyone in this town leaves their cars unlocked with the keys in. Right? Like, thank God that that is like the go-to thing in this town. It's like the tradition. Because that's actually a thing in a lot of places in like Alaska because of the ever-present danger of polar bears. Really nice of them. Must border Canada or something, right? But yeah, in Alaska, because of the polar bears, they're actually like you're actually legally not allowed to leave your car unlocked because people need to have if you have your car parked outside, people need to be able to use it to get away from polar bears. So I assume people just don't leave valuables in their car. And, you know, everyone leaves their cars unlocked for the occasional traveler or polar bear survivor. Knew there was a thing over here. Anything else over here? Since I'm already all the way here. Polar bear beats moose. Moose beats car. Car beats polar bear. I don't know if a well, okay. I mean, like, you know what? Fair. Moose beats car. Yeah, sounds about right, actually. Something that I think is crazy is that, do you know what one of the primary predators of moose are? Specifically in the Pacific Northwest. Killer whales. Mooses are very scary. I had one living in my yard for a summer. We called animal control like 50 times. It took them months to get rid of it. It literally lived in our backyard for a whole summer. There's a horror movie line right about where a moose, right there, a moose lived in my backyard. Yeah, it was not fun. I actually have a like a Jurassic Park kind of moment with one because you know, I didn't notice it at the time, but this looks exactly like my parents' childhood car. Like a Toyota Ford 4Runner. I used to ride in the very back all the time because I I would get antsy if there was if I sat cramped up too long. I was like a little kid. People very much underestimate how big a moose is or how like dangerous they are. Like moose are bigger than horses. And I think most people have an idea of how big a horse is off the top of their head. Yeah, they basically can like walk through a car. Moose are moose are scary. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's foggy now. But yeah, honestly, people underestimate how dangerous any animal is, pretty much. Like, I grew up, or like I lived near like some national parks, and I heard a lot of stories about people like feeding bears and stuff. Why didn't he just rate himself getting there without resistance? Well, the thing is you have to actually be like, who feeds bears? A lot of people think that because they're in a place called like a park, they must be friendly, like pets or farm animals. But why didn't he write up himself just being there? Because he didn't actually write all of what happened in his right mind. They assume that they're friendly, like a petting zoo. Like, if you don't really think about it, it kind of makes sense. But apparently that kind of thing happens all the time in like national parks and stuff. People try to feed bears to get pictures, and they assume they're not wild because they're in a national park. They assume it's like a zoo or you know what I mean? Like people complain like another big thing that I've heard a lot is that a lot of really dumb people will complain like, could you bring the bears out? I didn't see any bears. As if people at a national park like keep them in pens or something. But yeah, people see like the Parks and Recreations toll booth or whatever, because like they put up a toll to like, you know, keep the national parks clean and stuff, right? So if you drive into a national park, a lot of the time you'll have to pay some money. Usually like nothing. It's like $5 to $8 or $5 to $10, somewhere in there, you know. But but yeah, it's just people not thinking really. But yeah, he wasn't in his right. Oh, okay. There's a picture of Barry. A very low poly tree. Sarah, the doctor. That's interesting. But yeah, all right, come on. Also think animal parks are an interesting concept. Living in a country surrounded by more forests than you. Imagine it seems odd, but I imagine in a place with harder to reach woods, it's a nice spot to be. Yeah, I always like the national parks whenever I've gone. And like forests aren't that hard to come by. It's just like national parks tend to be the most accessible ones a lot of the time because they tend to be da, 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 one vehicle per unit. Ask about our discounts. Cool. Okay. Anything else in here? Coffee. Yo, toilet coffee. Uh, they usually are for recreational areas for sports and activities. You see, like, so there's a difference between a public park and a national park. So, or either not national, sorry, natural park. You toilet coffee. It's like my grandpappy used to make back in prison. But so a natural, like a nature park, would be like, it would just be like a forest, basically. And there would probably be some like camping or picnic facilities. Yes, prison hooch, a real treat behind the bars, I bet. Right? I always assumed that it has to be like a luxury thing in prison. Fully expecting there to be some sort of secret right here. But there's also the chance that it was just an alternative. All right, well. No, invisible wall! Okay. But yeah, most of our public, but we have like our public parks, which would be probably more like what you're thinking. It'll just be like a playground for kids and like some sports areas. I kind of wish we would design them like for like a whole like hiking trail path, like they do in Japan, where every single park is like a whole like designed like natural environment like artistically. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, but yeah, most of ours are just like empty field with like a little playground for kids on it and maybe a basketball court. All right. Perfect. Uh Better have good public facilities. I mean, I agree with the sentiment, but like I think a lot of people in America would probably look at it the exact opposite. Like, we pay taxes for this, so it has to be terrible. Yeah, pretty much. That's how Americans really do not like the government doing anything. My big question is why couldn't I have walked on this like mostly safe path like on the sides here? Uh-oh. There we go. That's a great question, Cell. Moving on. I mean, like, you know, why couldn't I just walk here? It's solid concrete. No, and there's a wall in the way. It seems so dumb. That's actually where I naturally went to walk. And the game's like, nope, you have to go through a gauntlet. What am I stuck on? Little tiny rock? Is that a monster truck? Wait. There we go. All right. Here we go. Into the barn. That looked so weird. Probably makes sense. I thought it did too. All right. This way. But yeah, like I said, in like the big natural parks, a lot of people are dumb and like get attacked by animals a lot because people do not understand animals. Although, a cool thing is that if you have any sort of mental disability, you get permanent free access to all the national parks. Not sure why that is a benefit, but if you're officially stated to have one, it is actually a government benefit. Right? And that's even stuff like ADHD. So you have ADHD, you get to have a free drive into the forest if you want. Uh, not the okay. So you can go to most parks. You can't go to the forest ones, and that's because like I said, they usually have a toll booth at the entrance that you have to pay like $5 for, so that and it's for them doing stuff like taking the garbage out because they'll put trash cans and stuff around. And you know, like getting the trash out of the woods isn't exactly a easy thing, I'd imagine. I'd imagine that requires a lot of work. How are toll booths on roads for parks any different than having? I don't know. People don't have to pay for them if they don't use them. I would assume is how most people would justify that. I don't know. I don't know. It's just America being America. All right. Cleaning up the sludge. Do 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 do. Also, like, we never have like these cool tunnels anywhere. I never see stuff like these. In fact, actually there is one that was like like a town or two over from me, and I knew people who would drive out of their way to go drive through the tunnel as a thing to do because it was so notable. Because like you just never see tunnels anywhere. Scarlet! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, Raiders! I am Cell, Android Girl Variety VTuber. We are playing Alan Wake. We are on the last chapter, doing a big run to the place. What was your stream? What were you playing? Also, hi, Viper! Let me give you a shout out. Do 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 do. Wait, yo, we actually watched every single TV show. That's awesome. When did that happen? Every time I click off of the game at all, it like minimizes the game. But yeah, no, I was looking at this and we got the achievement for that. We also got the achievement for killing 1,000 birds. But yeah, I hope you had a great stream. But welcome everybody. We are fighting the darkness. And good night. A lot of free chicken. Aren't you not supposed to eat crows? Aren't those like people's souls or something? Like, isn't there like some sort of superstition around that? I totally stole that line from a sitcom. All right. Damn it, I was so close. Stream was alright. First stream's been a while since I have school and also work. Also got something going on with my throat. Aw, I'm sorry. I hope you get feeling better. Also, if you got it from talking too much from stream, I highly recommend honey tea. Making a cup of like green tea with honey in it. Or whatever tea of your choice. That always fixes me up for that. Just because they remember faces. I used to feed crows. I love crows, actually. Did you know crows are actually becoming smarter? Like, statistically, crows are actually becoming more intelligent every year because they are eating better food because crows didn't actually eat human food until like the last like 20, 30 years when they finally started adapting to like humanity being so prevalent. So I so yeah, statistically, crows are getting better. Like we don't know how smart. I didn't get it during stream. I had it all day. Fair enough. Well, I highly recommend the tea anyway. It does tend to make your throat feel better in general. But yeah, we don't actually know how smart crows can get. And the thing that I think is super interesting about that is that crows are technically able to that's fair. But crows are technically able to mimic human speech and are already considered sentient and so not sapient, which means they think like a human being does, but sentient, as in like they can have complex thoughts. Uh, but since they're already like the third smartest animal on Earth, or like, okay, I think they're like fourth or fifth actually. The fact that they are statistically getting more intelligent means that they theoretically could actually get a lot further along. They possibly could even be able to actually like communicate with humans beings in an intelligent way. Potentially. And I think that's super cool. They've also started replacing they naturally have a symbiotic relationship with wolves where they will have wolves, they will show wolves to where places they can find food. In return for them leaving food for the crows. There we go. And they've started replacing that with humans by trying to guide humans to places. Of course, humans generally don't follow along with the logic of it, but they found that that is a common thing even in like urban crows, is they try to guide humans to food a lot to replicate their natural uh, symbiosis with wolves. But yeah, we really don't know how smart crows could get or will get. So there's like a whole thing where theoretically crows could actually like jump up and be like maybe potentially as smart as like the great apes at the rate that they're going. But we don't actually know. It's a generational thing and it's a food thing and like it's like a whole bunch of stuff. It's a complex environment thing. They need to have an environment complex enough that it actually promotes intelligence, which I would say humans provide. But and there's all sorts of cool stuff. Like a bunch of people started teaching crows how you can teach crows to operate vending machines. Not like full-blown vending machines, but like special crow vending machines like for them that if they put coins in, it will feed them. And they will just sit and they will gather up coins, put them in the slot, get the free food, and they will do that and they will use that to gather up coins people drop. And the crows will teach each other that too. So it's like an ongoing like chain of effect, and then you can sit and spread slowly spread um the prevalence of the crow vending machines. Buckers, hello. I have a feeling that there's gonna be something in this corner. Maybe. Guess not. Interesting. I kind of hate the areas where the big areas with the cars, just for the simple fact that it makes it hard to judge where to find the collectibles. Come on, I jumped. Okay, hold on. That's lame. We haven't even gone inside yet. All visitors must see yard manager. Da, 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 da. All right. There we go. Coffee. Oh, thank God, batteries. That's actually the supply we needed. All right. Yeah, how are you doing today? Oh, was I supposed to do this? Yo, flashbangs. There is a guy coming up, but he's like struggling to find his way. All right. Yeah, I guess I did have to go in there. I had to open the fence. All right, and then Okay, turn back around. Drive straight. Um... God. Like I said, I like low-key hate all these areas with the car because it always makes me feel like I need to like look at every nook and cranny for like the collectibles. But then like there's never anything. All right. Okay, we get out here. Oh, manuscript. Okay, ladder. Flashbang, flare gun. I genuinely hate pull cords. Like, why do we use those? They seem like such a bad design. Just want to make sure it's not in a place where oh. There we go. Come on. Later. Although my car is just gone. Yo, donut. What kind of donut? You know, I actually had a weird craving for a donut the other day. Like, I just wanted like a maple bar. I didn't even go and get one. I wanted one really bad. They are I've been doing a lot of trying to be healthy, so I haven't really done desserts in a while. But my favorite donut is a maple bar. Honestly, I just love maple flavored stuff. It's always my favorite. Although I think a good glazed donut is pretty solid too. My dad used to be like, let's get the breakfast of champions sometimes when we'd go out and do stuff. And we would get chocolate milk and donuts for breakfast sometimes. Want to talk bad designs? Oh, oh yeah, I've heard about those. You know what? I'll give you those. That sounds like a way worse design. Although I feel like a crank is still better than like a ripcord. Like I'd rather spin a crank than ever mess with a ripcord. Okay. Imbued with childhood magic is such a way to describe that. Like, it's kind of cute. I imbued it with it's imbued with my childhood. The magic of my childhood. Windman died because of a crankshaft? I mean, how do you die from how? Would be my question. Like, isn't a crankshaft wouldn't a crankshaft just be like a spinny thing? You know, yeah, I can look it up. I'm sure people have died from everything though, honestly. People die easy. That was a weird thing to say. Uh you can't well, I mean, you know what? You can maybe just DM me like a link to it. That'd probably be fine. Like I said, I'm interested. I don't know what a car crankshaft is off the top of my head. Okay, Holloway. Yo, it's old cowboy buildings. The other guns in case I don't like the good gun. All right, then. Let's see here. Anything else in here? I am God, I hate being such a collectible like a collectible addict right now. Collectibles. Okay, and then we go. All right then. Okay, come on. Die. Wait, why don't I just trick you into coming over here? Shoot the Hi, Wayward. How are you? Okay. What do we got in here? We got Spooky Well. Nothing. We got building that I already looked in. Hello. We got this building, which has nothing. All right, forward. Come on. Come on, Wake. Let's move these barrels. All right. Let's see. Manuscript page. Interesting. I do want to look and see how many we are gonna have at the end. Uh you know, okay, I'll give it a quick glance over. I am interested in that. Doing the oh, okay. Interesting. So he just didn't set it up right. But then all the effort of trying to start it made him die from uh like the cold. There wasn't even anything over here. All right. We have to be getting close, right? Just got to get to a car again. All right. Oh, dude, don't even worry about it. Yo, Donkey Kong time. Minecart. Again, don't even worry about it. It was perfectly fine. Like I said, I did find that interesting. Bye, minecart. Oh, there's something up here. Oh no, there was stuff down there, and this is the way forward. All right, then. Uh... It's slow for a Donkey Kong ride. Ooh, you know what, exactly. This game is going for realism. And an old minecart probably would not be that quick. It makes sense. Alright. Yo, I'm all stocked up, back up again. With all of, the best stuff in the game again. That's pretty pog. I'm pretty happy about that. I really want to go, I really want to go go to Nintendo Land and see the new Donkey Kong ride. Like, they're about to open the Donkey Kong land. Getting ready for what I assume to be the fun. Yeah, we have to be getting close to the final showdown. There was actually room on the side to get around this, but I like breaking things. And minor coffee. You think about the... Ow. All right. I don't even know what I was going to say. You ever think about how, like... You know, if this was, like, if you lived in, like, a fantasy world, or, like, if the real world had, like, video game rules, like, coffee would be, like, potion of minor caffeination. Or, more like major, actually. Coffee's got a lot of caffeine in it. There we go. Oh, that didn't fill my health all the way. There we go. So much stuff. All right, then. Uh... All right, we already got pistol ammo. Voids. All right, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Another one of these forests. Okay. Kill you. And we start this up. Let there be light. Actually, I do like that they're, like, strategically located so things can't follow you forward. All right. I also love that they're kind of making us go through every single type of environment that we've gone through in the game already. Again, like in this last chapter already. So we've gone through the big open world. The big open world car areas. We've gone through like the forest again. We've gone through like dilapidated like old west town. Like from the mining chapter. You know what I mean? We're kind of getting a we're kind of getting like a best hits of all of the environments we've gone through already. Hell yeah. I really need that health right now. Okay. There we go. Thank God that all of the injuries Wake had is made out of the same fake darkness that all these enemies are made out of. Right? So lucky. The stab wounds are imaginary. They're a literary device. It's a literary device. Oh no, the boxcar children. Where would they live now? I haven't thought of that book series in forever. Where's she getting all these trucks to throw at me? That's what I want to know. Like, are we close to like a highway or something? I didn't even see what that was. All right. Up we go. Although this looks familiar from like the beginning of the game. I think we're actually kind of close to the end. Here, we got to be getting close, right? The darkness wears her face. Damn, that lady was really going crazy. Also, I think this is like the middle of the day. Still. When I started actually headed towards the lake again, they were like, he knows too much. We must darken the skies. Or some shit. Okay, Alf. That actually looked painful, Wake. Okay. Interesting. Good night, Viper. Speaking of raining trucks, it's just a small amount of annoying hell makes me chuckle. Oh, speaking of raining trucks, as if it's a... Speaking... I get it. Yeah. That is really funny. And I can just ignore it like it's hail, basically. Why did I have to read that like 5 times? Good night, Viper. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Actually, yeah. Next time, I'll probably see you. I'm seeing you in like a couple days. All right. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm still kind of bummed that I didn't get to get all my prep work done for TwitchCon. So it'll probably just be just no stream for that time. Like no cell content, sadly. All right. Elevator. Did like Alan Wake actively write all of this? Like, all right, and then I went through a sketchy elevator in a construction in like an old west construction yard. You'd think he would write himself an easier path. Like, I drove down the highway at 80 miles an hour with no traffic towards the lake. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, that wouldn't be compelling, but you think he could have. Where'd you get a boat? We're in the middle of the woods. All right, well. Like, I have to imagine there's no way he actively wrote, like... He wrote that he had to take this path. All right. Lighting really makes the graphics... In normal lighting, the graphics look alright, but in mostly darkness... I agree, actually. This game does look better in the lower light. I think it's interesting that you can kind of see after images that you deleted the thing. Like, look at that. You can see the darkness that was there, which implies it might actually just be there. And the fact that we... Alright, but we're just able to walk through it because the darkness took that thing. Why is there a shopping cart here? Why is what's shining light on these things? Okay, oh, hell yeah! I have no idea. I didn't see anything. Okay. Oh, wait, I get it. We're trying to destroy the objects. That was really not that obvious. Oh, I need to get closer. Okay, I get it. Come on. Why was there a shopping cart? Defeated the tornado! It's just a weird place for a shopping cart. Like in the middle of town, out in the middle of nowhere, or even like... That makes more sense. It randomly being by the lake as the confusing thing. Like, who brought a shopping cart here? Wait, what's happening? I don't know. You do it, dude. She's okay. An American Nightmare. Tom. Oh, wait. You're here. You were in the bottom of the lake in like a scuba, an old-timey scuba suit. Wait. Wait, what? Wait. He's Satan? Wait. Old Mr. Scratch is the is another name for is like an American name for Satan. It's from like bird. Thermos. Yo, hey. I kind of Yo, it's actually like a literary device. This is actually kind of clever. Shopping cart, crate. Telephone pole. I have no idea what's going on anymore, but it's cool. Bird. All right. The idea of a path. Not an actual path, though. We're getting meta. Telephone pole. This is so cool. All right. Open the bridge. Diver's Island. It's all being real. We're getting there. Oh, Okay, telephone pole. Bird. Okay, wait. Leg. What is what's gonna show up on a leg? Sever your leg, please. Oh. Bird. Oh, wait. It's the whole thing was bird leg cabin. I get it. We'll stay here forever. I shouldn't have opened the door so fast. You're not exactly my type. Yo, that's actually so cool. That's why the clicker was shaped like that. It was a heart. And we lit up her heart with the clicker. Are we the being in the darkness now? We actually get to see what happened that night. Exactly. That's a good quote. That actually sounds like a quote from something. But wait, it's got the sign. People should know that the island was there, because it has the sign on the mainland that didn't disappear. And now Alice is free. I wonder if I get to play as her in American Nightmare. This is it's so interesting. You know, that's fair. I guess we're playing as Old Scratch in that one. That's also kind of interesting. Just playing as like a fake version of the main character from the first game. Huh. This has been a really cool game. I really like how they like all the but if it weren't ever real, wouldn't we be playing a fake of a fake? I mean, no, I think it was real. It's just like Thomas Zane wrote us into existence, but I don't think that I don't actually think that he like I don't think that Alan Wake isn't a real person. Like I said, anything that gets written here becomes real. That's why the darkness, which I assume is like an eldritch horror, I think it's like Azathoth or something, wants you, if you know your Call of Cthulhu. The guys. Uh, but yeah, that's why she wanted us to free her by writing her free. Wait, wait, it gave me the achievement for beating the game on hard. I didn't even do that. It's kind of hilarious. I I didn't actually think that that would skip me ahead. How much of this did I get? Oh, all of that is on nightmare difficulty, except for one that I missed. Only the nightmare difficulties. One regular, one nightmare. Bunch of missing ones. I. It's the mystery. Like, radios. Huh. I just wanted to look at this stuff. Oh, wowza, collectibles hidden behind the hardest difficulty. Yeah, that kind of sucks. And also sucks that we didn't find any of the three of the collectibles. We didn't find a single alarm clock, cardboard standee, or the video game. Video games. But that was a lot of fun, guys. I do have to get going to bed now, but I had a great time. Let's find ourselves somebody to raid real quick, and I will see you guys again real soon. I want to try to I want to make sure I have a few days before I leave for TwitchCon still. And so even though we won't be making any content while there won't be any content while I'm at TwitchCon, sadly, because I messed up getting ready and didn't actually prepare anything. And I kind of wasted my time on that. Uh Yo, Mac, thank you for continuing your gift sub. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, let's find ourselves somebody to raid, and I will wish you guys a lovely good night. A cell of a night.
I like trains.
Yo, Hype Train Wayward, thank you for the gift sub to Scarlet. I really appreciate that.
So goddamn cool!
Why? And we have a Hype Train. I like trains. I guess we're waiting for the Hype Train to end now. We'll find. I'll find someone to raid real quick, and then we'll chat for a minute. But yeah, that was such a cool ending. There was a lot of like literary stuff going. Like I don't know. I thought that ending was so. I'm so interested in like the rest of this game now. Um, like I really want to play the other Alan Wake games now. It was so cool. I only want. I've never actually read a Stephen King novel. Like, I know he's supposed to be like Stephen King. Or we can actually, um, like, so, like, it had, like, I've watched some Stephen King movie adaptations, but, like, I've never actually read a book from him. Still doesn't read very often, I'll be honest. I used to read all the time back in high school, but I don't really read anymore.
Cheer 1000.
Yo, thank
Cheer
you,
will
thank
150.
you
We
so
added
much.
100 bits and 50 bonus bits to Wayward One's cheer.
Thank you, Twitch. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Wayward. But thank you so much. Level 2 hype train. All right. Well, um, but yeah, uh, so what are my what now the question is what do we do for like the rest of the time before TwitchCon? Like I have like 3 more days that I could stream. Uh I did get like a Mimi game that I found I thought could be fun. It just came out, which is the Calorie Mate game. Calorie Mate is a Japanese brand of like meal replacement snacks and drinks. So and they have like they released a little game where you're just
Oh
trying to.
my God, he's so goddamn cool!
Dakota, thank you for the gift subs to Lorano and Pericles. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Bye bye. Um, but I also could start up Alan Wake American Nightmare, and we can just take a little break and for TwitchCon, and when I come back, we can continue it. I also me and Sil talked about like actually pulling the trigger on getting the Minecraft server actually up after TwitchCon. That's gonna be a like near future thing, like within like a week or two probably. So we'll all have our big joint Minecraft server again. Um, and yeah, but yeah. So like, I want to know how the next game works. I really need to figure out how to get control. That's the only game in the Alan Wake series I don't think I have. I might have it, but like I don't actually think I have that because like I said, I need to go double check and see if it's like canon or not. Because it's got a whole Alan Wake. It's made by the same people, and it has an Alan Wake DLC where you actually like learn more stuff about it. The next game looks oddly bright from the box art. I think, I mean, the like, I don't think the games even play the same. I think it's actually like other like mythological stuff going on. I'm not sure really. Like I said, I am so interested in knowing more about like where we go from here. Because like I do know like in Control and that Control and Alan Wake are potentially in the same universe. And in Control, you're doing like you're basically like the SCP guys. You're like tracking down anomalies and like trying to contain them any way possible. So like the Alan Wake DLC, you actually go I skimmed the Wikipedia a little bit for this just because I needed to
Party
know.
100, Party 100, Party 100.
Thank you for the biddies, Wayward. I really
Cheer
appreciate
30.
it.
We added 30 bits to Wayward One's cheer.
It Why? I think the fact that Twitch actively has to say it in chat and doesn't just automatically add that is hilarious. All right, more Sal, more talking. But yeah, I But yeah, I skimmed the Wikipedia for the control stuff just because I was told it's like debatably canon. Can it keep you here? I mean, yeah, kinda. Oh well, would that be a bad thing? But, um, but I, but yeah, the control, it, rain, work, please. But yeah, control, it's debatably canon. So like, the thing with control is uh, anyways, they go and they go catch some people who are still messed up by the darkness afterwards. Basically, any of the named characters who gets affected by the darkness in the campaign of the main Alan Wake, like the doctor guy, and we don't actually actively kill, they're still messed up by the darkness. So they the whole premise of the control thing is they give you more context and you go and you try to contain them by the SCP guys. Water. But yeah, so I think that'll be really cool. I will happily go back and we'll keep playing that. Um, I might even like start that up tomorrow. Even like I said, I don't know what you guys think. Either should we do some standalone stuff before TwitchCon, or do you think we should start into the new game? Since you guys have me here, what do you guys think? Any thoughts on that? Like, and it's just funny to me that like Twitch is like, we added another 30 bits. Thank you, Twitch. Is that like an everyone thing, or is that like a just me thing? Something I would like to know. But yeah, but but yep, we also hear it. Um, I but yeah, we should be bringing back the Minecraft server should be starting up with like within a week or two after TwitchCon, so I guess that'll be an October thing probably. No worries, Scarlet. I am ending here in like a minute, hopefully. Um, Either that or we're gonna have a surprise subathon, I guess. Uh, Surprise! Cell doesn't get to leave, and now it's a subathon. 24 hours. Honestly, like, wait, what is the record for the highest hype train, actually? I think standalone stuff would be for the better. Expect to only get partway through the story and need to wait till some time. You know what? That is true. I'll try to stick with standalone stuff or stuff. Did someone say so? No, no. If I do a subathon, it would be better planned. It wouldn't be spontaneously on a work night.
Oh my God, he's so
No.
cool!
No, thank you, but no. Uh, Wayward, thank you for the gift sub to Brynholden Chucka. Hold on. Wait, text is getting messed up. 106 levels was the highest? That's kind of crazy. Wayward, thank you for the gift sub to Brynholden, Chuka the Hunter, Mossy Stone 48, Master Cheese First, and Wolf Recco. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Why? Dang. All right, we're here for another 5 minutes then. But yeah, so but yeah, yeah. So if we're doing standalone, then I guess I'll do like the Mimi Calorie Mate game tomorrow, probably.
Oh my God, he's
Dakota,
so
thank you for the gift subs to
cool!
Fuji-san and Ice Cream V. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I why, guys? Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Um, I don't know what other, I don't know what else games I have. I have that one. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play World of Warcraft or something. I have play, or we'll do a just chatting. You know, I haven't done a just chatting in a minute. That could be kind of fun. I but yeah, I but yeah, so I my brain is like not working with me very well now. Um Also, after TwitchCon, Twitch chatters will spend silly amounts like the for a joke. Yeah, yeah, I know. Um, but yeah, also after TwitchCon, my new job will finally probably it will hopefully start having money actually coming in, so I can finally actually
Oh
buy the
my
rest of the.
God, he's so
Wayward, thank you for the
goddamn
gift
cool!
sub to Snom. I really appreciate that. Um, But yeah, I'll finally have money and we coming in like proper, and we'll be able to get all the rest of the debut stuff that I put off getting because I was too impatient to wait for it. I but yeah, I um but yeah, so like the rest of the background and I'll actually schedule out the talk show to start happening. Well, actually, I need to get a couple assets for the talk show still, and then we'll do the talk show. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm really excited for the near future. I've got a bunch of stuff work going on. On but yeah, but yeah, big modded Minecraft.
Oh my God, he's so
Mac, thank you for the
goddamn
gift sub to
cool!
Jake. I really appreciate that. Boy, um, uh, level 4 complete. Uh, 5 more minutes on the clock. Okay. Um. Okay. But yeah. So Um. I don't know. Maybe I'll see if I can gather everybody up for like a big multiplayer game or something, like another Lethal Company stream. That could be kind of fun. I mean, we have time for it. Um. Or I mean, I don't know. We could potentially fit something like that in. Something kind of fun. I I actually have like my raid typed out, just not sent yet in chat. I, but yeah, um, I guess since so yeah, the things that are waiting on for like the talk show is we're getting I would like to get music commissioned and a proper logo, and then I will feel comfortable going for it. And we'll I already have I mean, I have Syl lined up, but I have a couple other guests picked out and lined up. A couple have
Oh
already
my
agreed to
God, he's
stuff.
so goddamn cool!
Lakota, thank you for the gift sub to Lilith Reaver. I really appreciate it. Um, yeah, those are the things that are needed for that. I don't know, and beyond that, like I the job that I have been working, which has been going really well, by the way, the new like day job stuff. Um, it it'll actually pay me, it actually pays me enough over like my what I actually need to live that I'll be able to actually invest a lot more stuff into doing cool things, hopefully. both like stream-wise and otherwise. So, cool stuff. They'll finally be able to buy games. And not only games Cell's particularly excited for. So yeah, exciting stuff. Maybe even start commissioning art more regularly. That'd be kind of cool. I always want to like sit and commission a ton of art, but then I never actually end up doing that. I'm always like, save it for something a little bit cooler, or if you're gonna get art, make it a thing. So, but I do 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 do. I love this because it's this song because it's so like just monkey. Bum 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 bam bam. I actually don't even remember what I said. What would make it a thing mean in that context? What did I say make it a thing in relation to? Like getting art? Or wait. I will add, though, commissioning art, yes. It means that I will actually, like, I might actually start commissioning art semi-regularly. Just for fun, and not, just to have it, and not, Snom, thank you for the posture check, and also hello and welcome in. How are you? I meant more, like, just get it in the sense that, like, actually get it for fun, or for the sake of, like, a meme or whatever, even. Not necessarily have it be attached to, like, a bigger plan.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn
Wayward, thank you for gifting 5 more subs to Last Bass, Dead Ginger, Kodiak,
Oh my god,
Rigger,
he's so goddamn
Ephemera,
cool.
Rinvanyas, or thank you, Lakota, for gifting subs to Rinvanya and Spikovich. Thank you so much. I'm doing really good. Another 5 minutes. All right. Yeah, honestly, I might as well just change it to just chatting at this rate. I guess just why not? Just chatting. I it's yapping time. Here, or wrong button. There we go. Yum. There. That's better than just having Alan Wake burning into my monitor. But yeah, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, like art. Like I think it'd be cool to like get more stuff like like I would love to be able to like commission memes or something, or actually like me and Sil and like various of my friends have talked. I've always wanted to get art with my friends, because like so far all of my art's just me. So I think it'd be fun to get like art of like me hanging out with people and stuff. So that's actually kind of on the table now, and I think that's cool. We love Cell Yap Sash time. Yeah. What else do I have in the pipeline? But yeah, like I said, I'm really looking. I also have some ideas for some like more bigger events ish type things. I might even make. I'm working on some bigger content for. It's kind of more in the looser planning phases, but I'm working on some content for YouTube. But like I said, a lot of that stuff is a little bit further out. But we're working on making some stuff figured out. I want to do stuff. I want to have like a bunch of cool stuff happening all the time. I I actually think it's funny. Like I would say that I am jealous of like people like Iron Mouse who are like always, and I mean that in like a and I mean that in a like a healthy way. Um just always having like cool stuff happening. I want you to be able to do cool stuff. Well, why? Thank you. Commissioning is tough. I've tried 2 artists to get a reactive set made and both backed out. Oh, I'm sorry, Wayward. Have you tried VGen? I've had a lot of good luck with VGen on the website. That's where I've got a lot of my assets. Like I get a lot of my assets on VGen or Fiverr. The background here I got off of I got it off of Etsy. Although I don't know if I recommend Etsy because all the stuff on Etsy is stuff that can be used by other people. Like it's not exclusive. Like this background right here, I cannot resell it. I cannot claim that I own it. I can make content with it. I don't even think I'm legally allowed to modify it. Other than in preset ways, such as using they gave me assets with it, like TV monitors and stuff that I can edit. But yeah, like there's stuff like that. So I don't know if I recommend Etsy. You need like Etsy is really only good for like specific stuff. But like I said, I recommend Fiverr or VGen. I lean more towards recommending VGen for commissions. Or another good example, a good thing to do would be you could just do
Party
one of our
1000, Party 1000, Party 100, Party 100, Party 100, Party 100, Party 100, Party 100. Sheerwolf 390. We added 260 bits and 130 bonus bits to Wayward One's cheer.
Thank you, Wayward, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2,600 bits. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 5 more minutes. Okay. God, it really is just an impromptu subathon. But yeah, but yeah, I also would like to be able to, also another thing that I want to put on the docket again is because I had to drop out of my classes for like I had to drop out of my classes for like voice training and voice acting and singing, and I was doing those for a while. But I actually think I might start those back up again here pretty soon. I sometime in like the near future. That's actually on the potentials of stuff to do. Yeah, because I still really want like the idea of potentially doing like covers or something. Because I know a lot of other VTubers and streamers do stuff like that, and I think that would be fun. And I want to get a so I wanted to do a lore video, but I'm starting I kind of figured that when I looked into it, it looks like that would be a bit too expensive for the most part for me. But I figured out you can do a comic pretty easy and with no motion, and it'll just be like a voice acted slideshow type of thing, and I could potentially do a lore video that way. And so I've actually looked into that a bit. So I might even and we'll post the comic as a comic as well. But I've actually looked into artists and stuff for that. So that might be kind of a spoilery thing, but I have said on so many occasions that I wanted to have like something with my lore actually like able for you guys to consume, enjoy. I don't know why I wanted to say the word consume. consume is a fun word because it feels overly dramatic in basically all usages of it. Consume Prilosec. It'll bring you joy. But yeah, um, but yeah, that's the thing I've actually looked into doing. I think that would be fun. Um, doobity do. Consume caffeine. I, I love caffeine. Like, okay, so like, I hate that my tolerance for caffeine, or it's either my tolerance for caffeine or something. I don't know. I hate that I get caffeine poisoning now when I drink what to me feels like a perfectly reasonable amount of caffeine. But if I have more than 500 milligrams of caffeine now, I get caffeine poisoning. And I used to be able to drink way more. You know, weirdly enough, like, maybe we should play a Final Fantasy game. I love Final Fantasy a lot, but like, I've like never streamed any Final Fantasy game. I mean, we did stream a good hunk of Final Fantasy VII remake, not even rebirth, remake, like the original Final Fantasy VII remake. I thought that was kind of fun. I was enjoying that. I don't know. Part of me almost wants to pick an older one, like a big classic retro one, and then like try to voice act all the characters. I think that would be really fun. But I feel like probably if I wanted to like care about like stream metrics, I yo, I got that gritty goose. All-time record shattered. You've achieved the new highest personal record for any hype train. Wait, I'm getting like pop-up alerts. Wait. Wait. Yo, that's so cool. All the hype. That's so awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. You got me the gritty goose emote. I've actually like really wanted that emotes. I love the gritty goose. It's so cute. Um, but yeah, if I to finish my sentence from a moment ago, if I cared about Steam metrics, stream metrics like a lot, I would probably be stuck playing like either like the next new Final Fantasy game or Final Fantasy 14. It's still like the Twitch community to get a hype train record as a joke. You know what? Yeah. Sounds about right. Um but yeah, did I have anything else? I don't know. Also, so I've decided though, also for the movie nights, the community nights, I am going to start those up in when I get back from TwitchCon. At this point, that's just the better time to try doing that. But that's another thing I probably wanted to say something about. Um, but yeah, I have to go to bed. So we're gonna do our raid now, and I'm gonna wish you guys all a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Yeah, hi Ruffle. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all had a cell of a time. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please give a follow. It really helps with the algorithm and my self-esteem. If you enjoyed the show and you haven't yet, please join the Discord. Something just happened. Wait. What happened is I bumped my mouse and clicked off of the chat box. check out our social media for all things Cell. Hopefully, Cell is bad at organization and planning, so I did not actually have stuff going on for a while, but there should be stuff happening. If you'd like to support me on Patreon instead of through Twitch, you can do that there, if you want. And here's the merch. The new merch should be happening sometime soon-ish. Probably sometime after TwitchCon. But it's still the old merch for the limited time that'll be available. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.